So I'm seeing like my timeline just dominated with all this Confederate flag talk and, people being upset because they're saying that the Confederate flag is a symbol of their pride, their Southern heritage, their Southern roots. And, if you don't like me wearing my Southern pride or showing my pride, then you should leave or some bullshit. That might be what it means to you, maybe. I mean, you're entitled to your own opinion. But to me, the Confederate flag represents a divide. Because initially, America was founded on freedom, liberty for all. But there was states that wanted to go against that, against freedom, against liberty for all, which is why they created their own separate flag, because they wanted to be their own separate nation. And that nation wanted to enslave black people. They wanted black people to raise their kids, tend to their house, pick cotton, do all the manual labor, not get paid, not have the freedom to read, not have the freedom to learn to write, not have the freedom of enjoying life, being able to do whatever they want to do, being separated from, mothers being separated from daughters, fathers being separated from sons. It represents the beatings. It represents the lynchings. It represents the unnecessary brutalization of Black America. That's what it means to me. And for you to go about, constantly promoting this flag, if we're supposed to be one united nation, we're supposed to be one America, why are you trying to represent the Confederate flag? Like, it's weird to me that some people that say Colin Kaepernick kneeling, during the national anthem, which is supposed to honor our flag, that's disrespectful. But yet you turn around and on Saturday and Sunday drive your truck with the Confederate flag waving proudly. Is that not disrespecting the American flag too? To wave another flag that represented opposing the American flag? That's what I learned in history. Maybe some of you guys had a different history lesson. I don't know. But it's sad that I'm looking at my timeline, like I said, and there's a bunch of people that I know, or at least I thought I knew, that are, spewing some racist type shit, and spewing some kind of social injustice shit. If you didn't look like you were gonna do something illegal, maybe the cops wouldn't try to profile you. I literally had somebody on the timeline say, well, maybe if blacks weren't running in gangs, maybe cops wouldn't think majority of you are gang members. Or, somebody else said something, if you guys didn't have dreads all the time, maybe, you guys wouldn't be pulled up. What? What kind of dumb shit is that? If you didn't have dreads, you wouldn't get pulled. What? Shut the hell up with that shit. That's just some ignorant, dumb foolishness. I don't understand why people can't just look straight at the facts. This issue is not supposed to be about black versus white. No one is sitting here saying that all lives don't matter. But whenever you say that as opposed to Black Lives Matter, that is the universal excuse of basically saying, I don't want to touch this issue. No one is saying that Black lives are more important than white lives or more important than Hispanic lives or anything like that. We're just saying right now, Black lives seem to be the one that's being targeted. And again, it's not even all Black lives, it's minorities, period. I mean, there's Hispanics that's getting killed left and right, just like Black people. You know? But it just seems to be that our killings are being broadcasted a lot more. And you have a lot of cops. Yeah, there's a lot of good cops. I know there's good cops. I have family members that are good cops. I have friends that are good cops. I know there are good cops. But the bad thing is, you have people who were raised to hate. Raised that whites stay with whites, blacks stay with blacks. And they've taught their children that. And those children grow up thinking that that's the right way to live. That that's the right way. That's the end all be all. And these same people are joining the police force. So it's not necessarily saying that there are bad cops. There are bad people becoming cops right now. Because they were already bad to begin with. And they just now feel like because they have that badge, now I have the authority to enforce my beliefs. Don't let this Confederate flag nonsense try to deter you from what the real issue is. What a lot of people are protesting. Yes, the Confederate flag shit needs to be gone. It does. But the issue is the social injustice, the police brutality. Don't let this try to sway you from what the real issue is. I mean, again, everyone is entitled to their own opinion. Like, I know that. And you don't have to agree with me. You know, you don't have to say anything if you don't want to. No big deal. But you know, it just pains me to see so many people divided right now. And it's like, we're supposed to be united. That's what America is supposed to stand for. That's what people overseas dream about coming to America, because it's supposed to be the land of the free. And right now, we aren't free. I mean, I can get, you know, and people are going to say, well, you have it okay. You know, I've never been in jail. I mean, hell, I got a car. I mean, I make money. I'm not, you know, struggling. So people might be like, okay, so you might have it good. And you're like, you know, why are you complaining? I can get the same job as you or a better one. I can make money the same as you or make more money. I can get a house, maybe a better house. I can, you know, get cars. I can go, you know, do whatever I want to do. You know, I can get whatever education I want. But the one thing I can't do is take my skin off and not be black. And the one thing that white people can't do, no matter how hard you want to put that blackface bullshit on, is take your skin color off and truly be black. Until you are a black person, you don't know what it feels like. You don't know what it's like to be walking into a store and somebody telling you don't go shop over here because you might not want this because they think you can't afford it. You don't know what it feels like when you're in class with the majority of white people and everyone's laughing, but the teacher points you out. Yeah, that's happened to me before. You don't know what it's like to automatically have 2 strikes against you the day you're born. You're already racially profiled as being lazy, as complaining. You drink all the time, or you smoke all the time. You have multiple kids with different people, or you're an absentee father. Already, before you even know what my name is, you get racially profiled. Hell, think about it when teachers call roll. If Deshaun's name is on there, most people are not going to think white guy. I mean, we're racially profiled all the time. You know how many times I've had people say, oh yeah, no, I don't worry about you. I don't consider you black anyway. What? Why? Because I can speak. I can enunciate my words. Because I don't talk a certain kind of way. That makes me not black. I guarantee you, if a cop pulls me over and listens to me talk and I say, hey officer, how can I help you? He's not going to say, oh, I didn't mean to pull you over. No, you're not even black. I don't consider you black. No, it doesn't work that way. Like, people need to wake up and understand what the issues are right now. And if you're not willing to actually speak to a black person or talk to a black person about how it feels, you know, or how they feel at least, you're never truly going to understand. And, you know, if you choose to keep spewing, you know, shoot the rioters, and, you know, you're protesting, you know, this domestic terrorists are protesting, and not everybody that's protesting is rioting. Not everybody. Just like if you want us to believe that not all cops are bad, not all protesters are rioters. Not all protesters are looting. Not all protesters are destroying property. So it's like, if you want us to think that not all people are bad, not all cops are bad, you know, not everybody is having these aggressive protests. I mean, Augusta, so far that I've heard, has been peaceful in every protest. Thompson had a peaceful protest. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what this world is coming to, and it's scary as hell. You know, like, I'm afraid bringing a child into this world under these circumstances. It scares the hell out of me, because I know that my kid is already going to be racially profiled, and whether it's a son or a daughter, it's already going to have a strike or two against them. And that shit is scary. But like I said, man, just, if you don't have anything positive to say about the movement, some of y'all, it's best to just shut the fuck up. Stop talking. You can say it between yourselves if that's how you truly feel, but these ignorant posts and, you know, these people taking pictures, kneeling on people's neck, talking about George Floyd challenge, and like, a man is dead, and people just stood there and watched. You know, we've all witnessed multiple black men being killed by cops over this whole last couple months, you know, let alone these last few years. And if you're tempted to just say ignorant shit or insensitive shit, type it up in a text message and send it to yourself. Leave that shit off of social media, because all you're doing is promoting more of the hate, because there's more people that think like that every day. But I hope that I see some change in my lifetime, or if at minimum I hope to see my child sees a change in their lifetime. But I don't know. I'll just keep praying for the best. One love, everybody.